What's going on, everybody? So I was in the process of changing my headlights on my Buick Regal, and I figured, you know what, maybe I'll make a quick video and show you guys how to take your front bumper off and swap out your headlight assemblies if you need to, or if you need to remove your headlight assemblies so you can get to the HID ballast. So follow along. So like I said, this is my 2014 Regal. It's got the HID lights in them. It is a GS trim model, so I do have the larger front bumper. But I think removal process should be about the same on the non-GS models. So starting with the top, we have screws that go along here. And I believe the factory hardware was still retained on this vehicle. So up top there are T20s. That's the tool size that you'll need is the Torx. So Torx 20 is what you'll need to remove. And they just screw straight out. And then working down the side of the vehicle, or the side of the bumper, if you can, you don't have to remove the wheels, but if you can just get in and turn the wheel either to the left or the right, depending on what side you're on, you can get to the screws right here, right there, and right there. These are all T15s. So the same Torx style, just a little bit smaller, T15. And then underneath, these were 7mm regular sockets, 7mm socket I used to take off those two. They connected to the bottom of the bumper. Same on this driver side, T15 up there, and then the two T15s. T15 will be right there too, as well as a 7mm socket for that one, or 7mm bolt for that one. So once you take your fasteners out, you can just gently pull this side out. I kind of pulled it from right here, and it pops out of this slide, same as on the other side. And then once you get those loose, you can kind of just grab the center and bring it back. As you do bring the bumper back and off the vehicle, be aware that you may have some electrical connectors. I have this one, I believe, is for the parking sensors in the front, and then that ambient air temp sensor, I believe that sits right here in the grill, so you can just pull that up as well. So once the bumper is fully removed, if you need to remove the lights, I will show you how to do that now. These only take 7mm screws. So there's one right there. There's a silver one right there. Underneath the light, there's one right there. And there's that one right there. Now, this is the passenger side. So in order to remove the entire assembly from the car, you do need to take out these two. And this one for the air intake snorkel. And then you can kind of just pull this back, and then this light will just slide out. As for the driver's side, exactly the same. With the bolt up here, the bolt down there, the bolt that would go right there, and the bolt that would go right there. And then you take out the two bolts for this, and you can pull this out and away, and this whole light comes out. Now the reason I am yanking these out is because, well, these are the new ones, but the reason I yanked the old ones out is because they got water in them. So I bought some new ones off of eBay, and I had to swap over my HID ballast, but this ballast is broken. Too much water got into it, so I had to remove it. If one of your ballasts does go out, you will need to remove, at least loosen up the headlight assembly so you can get to it. And it just takes two T20 screws, one on the top, one on the bottom, and you can kind of like just wiggle it off. The connector for it is built into the headlight, so just pop it out the headlight and that's it. On the driver's side, if you need to remove the headlight bulb, the HID bulb, you will need to remove the headlight assembly because there's not enough room to put your hand back there to take the bulb out. On the passenger side, you may not need to do that. You can either remove the light itself, or you can remove the air box behind it, which gives you enough room to get back there and change that bulb. And then once you're done everything, everything should be reverse from when you took it apart. So pretty simple. Hopefully that was helpful to some of you guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and we'll try to get it figured out.